Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's a professional here. So today I got a short video for you guys talking about adversary modes and races. And I've talked about this topic a lot on live streams. People ask me about this and I bring it up, but I never really made a video talking in detail about my thoughts on this subject. So here we go. And if you guys are looking at the title, the main reason that adversary modes and races need better payouts is because not enough people play them. If you take a look at this, for instance, I'm in a Tiny Racers lobby, and this, I got an invite from Martin. So like the second I loaded into a lobby, I got an invite from Martin, one of those adversary modes. I accepted the invite. It's the game mode that Rockstar is currently promoting. I join in, and I'm sitting here for minutes and minutes, and nobody joins. Finally, I started inviting my friends, and my friends didn't even want to join. I have over 2,000 friends on PlayStation, and no friends even wanted to join this. And personally, I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to play Tiny Racers either, and the pay is just not worth it. And it just gets me really annoyed because every single month Rockstar adds a new adversary mode or new stunt races every month, and they brag about it on the newswire. They brag about how they added a new adversary mode, and it's double money and double RP. And the problem is that people play these adversary modes and they play these races when they're double money and double RP. But when they stop being double money and double RP, the next week after that, these game modes basically die out, and people just stop playing them. And there is so many adversary modes in this game that people don't play. If you take a look at this, it took me over 5 minutes to find a slasher. It took me 5 minutes. I was looking for a slasher, and finally I managed to connect. And after 5 minutes, guess what? Did I connect to a full lobby? No. I only connected into a lobby with just one guy. Sitting here waiting for 5 minutes, and I finally get put into a lobby, and there's only one other guy in there. And guess what? You know what rank he is? He is a rank 2. And I'm not surprised by it because a lot of new players that get on the game and they think, oh, these adversary modes and these races, they're the best way to make money because they see them, they see all the pop-ups, and they assume that these are the best ways to make money. They don't really know a lot about the other methods to make money, and a lot of new players will join in on these. But the problem is all the other veterans won't. So I joined into a lobby here with a rank 2, and I'm playing Slasher. And while I was in this lobby, I was not able to find him, and he wasn't able to find me until the very end. Here, when there's 11 seconds left on the clock, I finally managed to find the other player, and I killed him, but surprisingly, I encountered some kind of strange glitch where it said I lost, even though I clearly got him here. I shotgunned him, I got him there, and for some strange reason, it just says round lost, but not really going for that. Just the point is that there's nobody really to play these game modes with. And one thing that did frustrate me was even though there was one other person in this lobby, there was supposed to be at least another round. And I was waiting, and then all of a sudden this happened. I got stuck in the cloud loading screen, and it says there was an error restarting this job, please try again. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So at this point, I gave up on trying to do Slasher, and I wanted to see if I could do a stunt race. And I started looking for a job, and this took forever. This took literally so long that I went downstairs and I actually made some food to eat. So take a look at this. Take a look at the clock in the bottom right corner, 1 minute. 10 minutes later. Still have not found a stunt race. 10 minutes later. 20 minutes later, I still have not found a job. And I'm still searching. 30 minutes later, I finally found one other player to play the job with. This is ridiculous because Rockstar adds all these stunt races and all these adversary modes, a new one like almost every month, and they brag about it on the newswire, and yet they make them double money and double RP, but then afterwards, after they stop being double money and double RP, people just stop playing them. And like this guy was probably surprised that he got connected into a lobby with one other person, and he left. And I was stuck in this race by myself, and there was pretty much no point in doing it. So they got to increase the payouts on these because what you get paid currently, it's just not worth it. The amount you get with double money, that should be the default payment that you get. So in this point, I finally managed to connect into a stunt race. I actually had to go into an auto-aim lobby to connect into a stunt race, and the majority of the players that play the stunt races and play the adversary modes in auto aim and even on free aim a lot of times, they're almost all new players because like I said earlier, they assume that that's the best way to make money. And the stunt race, this is not easy. This is a 2-lap race, and I was playing against other players, and these players were playing very aggressively. They were playing very dirty. As you can see here, they spun me out. And I still managed to catch up, and I still got into first place. These guys were trying to hit me during the race. A lot of the high-level players were in the lead, and, these guys are playing dirty. They were trying to smash into me, so I had to play dirty back, and I had to hit them back a little bit too, but this was not an easy thing to win. This race gave me almost high blood pressure because this amount of times these guys were smashing into me, trying to knock me off the road. And I finally got back into first place, and I won the race. And when I won the race, you guys are seriously not gonna believe what I get paid for winning this race. These adversary modes and races being so empty, this doesn't prove that the game is dying at all. Instead, it just proves that a lot of people aren't interested in these game modes, and I don't blame them personally. I don't. The pay on these is not great, so I wouldn't want to do these either. So take a look at this. I won first place in this race, in a 16-player race. I beat 15 other players. And what did I get for that? A lousy 22,000. That's all I get for beating 15 other players, being spun out several times, catching up to first place, fighting with these aggressive players in the race. I won first place, and all I get is 22,000. That's ridiculous. If you beat 15 other players, you should get like $100,000. Second place, you get like 50,000. Third place, you get 30,000. This is way too little. This is way too little for that much work. For winning first place, I should get way more than that. And that's the problem with these adversary modes and these races. You know, Rockstar keeps adding them to the game. They keep adding more and more, and they make the pay so bad. When they're double money and double RP, people will play them. They will play them. But then after they stop being double money and double RP, people just literally give up on the game modes and don't play them. And literally, I can't find a slasher. I cannot find a slasher or any other kind of adversary mode until the next time it's double money and double RP. That's how empty these game modes are. So they need to increase the pay to create an incentive for people to start playing these adversary modes and these races so that more people play them and there's more activity in them, because currently what we have, there's almost nobody in these races and these adversary modes, and they've added so much content to their game only for people not to play them. It's like they constantly add content and just literally give up on it. It doesn't really make much sense. So that was pretty much my thoughts on the adversary modes and the races. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree with me? Do you think that they should increase the payouts on the races and adversary modes? I certainly do, because personally, I don't think that the amount of time and effort that you put into these, I don't think it's worth it. And a lot of people are going to say, you know, you play these races for fun, you play these adversary modes for fun with friends. I get that. But if you're trying to also look for a lobby and you put a lot of effort into winning first place, you should get a decent reward. Don't you agree? So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.